Hello and welcome back to another episode of SimCity 2000. In this episode, we're going to continue expanding our population. My hope by the end of this episode is that we will get our population up over 120,000 and unlock all of the endgame stuff that we have left. So first thing you see me doing here is destroying some low density blocks and replacing them with high density. I'm trying to limit this as much as possible, but unfortunately it just has to happen in some areas. We've let the city grow long enough and we still haven't hit that population mark yet, so I would like to keep it in some capacity, which we will, but some of the low density does have to go. Plus it helps us sort of envision a transformation that our city goes through over time, much like real cities where they become more dense over time. So now while we wait for those blocks to fill up, we're just gonna place some parks and services down, keeping our citizens happy and keeping them in the town. And then we're just expanding wherever we can. I mean, we try to keep it look natural. So here on top of this hill, there's some other high density things, so we might as well also put high density residential up there. Traffic is bad in some areas, which isn't my main concern, but if we have space, we will try to sort that out with public transportation, bus stops, taxi stops, whatever they have. So at this point, I was starting to get a little frustrated. Our population just seems to kind of be stuck, and our only option left was really to create more land. So I expand this out a bunch so we can just basically add a whole new block of residential. And then we just have to wait for that to fill in. Here, I think part of the issue that we were having was people are moving in, but they have like nothing to do. So there's no real incentive for high density to fill in or even like upgrade to high density residential. So here we're gonna add in some commercial areas to provide them work and give them something to do. So we swapped out a portion there for high density commercial, which again, we try to make it all look natural. You know, I don't want just like skyscrapers in the middle of the suburbs. So you can see it's already filling in there. And now we're just sort of like spot checking areas. Like this area has been dead for a while. I'm not too sure why. So we fix that little peninsula, give it some more space. Maybe that'll help. And then really, if anywhere else isn't growing, we'll be trying to fix that. So our population is slowly getting there. We're sort of in the mid 110,000s, right around 115,000-ish. So here I am upgrading more areas. I figured that area is already high density. We can sort of expand that out a bit. And so probably the hardest part of all this was just squeezing out the last 1,000 or 2,000 people that we need in this city. We were stuck around probably 18,000 people for most of this video. Right there, you just saw we're at 116,000, but that number goes up and down as we add and destroy things. Like here, we just took out a big chunk of residential, but that will fix itself. You can see it's already filling in there. So at this point, I think all that's really left to do is wait. I mean, we're gonna add some more commercial to maybe incentivize people to come in, but at this point, once we let those 2 blocks that we just filled in grow, I think we definitely have enough population to unlock some of the last things that we have. So here I am again doing another pretty aggressive expansion into the water. And again, we're just so close. We're stuck at just a few thousand people under. I just wanted to get there. And it still looks natural. We didn't do just a square out on the water like we did before. But it would be nice to have a decent chunk of water on the map. Now, that was pretty much the last part that we had to zone. I mean, now our population's very steadily going up as those fill in, and here we finally get the report that we have a population over 120,000. So now what this does for us is it unlocks Arcologies. And here's the 4 that we've unlocked. They line up with sort of time periods, so if we got this earlier, we wouldn't have all them unlocked because they wouldn't have been invented yet, but here they are. I'm leaving the descriptions up so you guys can read them, but that'll be all for this episode. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.